look at that. No wonder nothing come out of there. And that's just a piece of stranded 10 gauge copper wire. But that is just full plugged. So, and that looks like some leaves, those little, off an ash tree, and some more plugged mud. Alright, so I need to get the old tube out and pay attention where it goes. Looks like it might have been compromised right there too. And watch out, this gooey stuff from the tape and the putty is not very good. I mean, it's getting everywhere already. I mean, it's already stuck to my fingers. This tubing doesn't seem as strong as the other stuff. So, what I'll do now is get this tubing here. I doubt if you can see anything now. So anyway, so this, that, thread it through. Hopefully it's on the right side, the correct side I should say, not the right side. So, I don't see it in the passenger compartment. Let's get the borescope out. And we're going to look in here if we can turn this on. Now this is another thing from Amazon. Okay, you see the brand. Foclen. Anyhow. That's it there. Up there. I seen it. I just lost it though. Where'd it go? Let's see. It needs to be almost straight across to get it. It appears this way. What the? I don't know if you can see anything on this glare and everything. Me trying to hold you seeing this, and down there it is coming down. It's a little excessive there. There's the hose, and there's where it goes down. So I need to pull that back up. To where it gets level with this, so I can use my little tool to pull it through this hole. Alright, this is that little piece of, I don't know, 16th gauge wire I bent into like a little 1/4 inch loop, and it's back there, little boys. And it takes a little, my head should be in there so where I can see it, but I'm trying to kind of do this by feel. Okay, I think I got her. Yep, you see it on the camera? See the green? That is it, but I'm a little high yet because I'm on the tubing. and I don't want to be on the tubing. Let's see if I can keep this light on it for you. And I just moved the camera while trying to set the light up. I don't know if you can see anything. There. Alright, so here, if that part wasn't tricky enough, now you need to reach in with your other hand and use your left hand and slowly pull this up. Ooh, I think it looks like yeah, I had pulled well, maybe it's not there. There we go. Oh, it was turned, I had this turned the wrong direction. I guess it'd be important if you put a little piece of tape on there to know which way that turns. Alright, so that's up. Okay, there it is. Again, I don't know which way it turns because I need my head in here. Don't think it's the right direction. Can't tell. Oh man. Nope, definitely I'm 180 off. Let's see, 180. There. Got her. Okay. Now I need to pull slowly. It was much easier when I didn't have to do it on camera. Oh. I probably can't see anything with my hand in the way. It's right there. I don't know if I can grab it or not. I don't know. I need a pair of needle nose and I don't have a pair of needle nose. Oh. Oh, never believe this. Look at that. Hooked right through the hook, or the eyelet. So now, push through there. Oh my goodness. I did a lot easier on the other side, of course. Of course, when I wasn't videoing it. That's how it always works. But anyway, since this is through, Now you just gotta pull the, or pretty much push it. I'm gonna leave you guys down there. Alright, it seems to be stuck. And that's why it's stuck, it's right there. Alright. And I'm going to leave about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 inches or so there. So now, pull that out. And then you'll come over to here and tuck that along here. Of course you can't see a thing because my hand's in the way. And you'll tuck that down. You gotta keep her tight to the pillar. Keep her down there. And I'm gonna, of course the cutoff is right there where all the gooey stuff is, but I'm gonna go clean all that stuff off, and I'll come back and cut that, put a clamp on her, and we'll be done. Alright, I'm going to try to video this for you. Trying not to hit the camera, and I hit the camera. So, with that kind of tucked in, that's about there. I'd rather have more room going down if possible. And in this one here they actually had a splice on it already, which the other side did not. And that's into the gummy stuff. I really didn't want to be into the gummy stuff. So let's see if I can't push a little more down. Might actually have to cut some plastic on this one. I don't want to be in all that gummy. So I'm going to try to cut her. This is kind of awkward. I'm going to have to cut her like right here. Okay, so I just did some sawing action with a sharp utility blade. And there goes the old piece that went down there. You can see my little finger there. That's what happened when I got too close to that blade before. So, and you know what I forgot? I forgot my hose clamp. So I have to take a time out for a hose clamp. Gotta go find him. Alright, hose clamp. I'll turn it where I can get to it. Probably really don't need one, but if it ever clogs up down below, it's not going to be leaking right there. So, there. Now this hose is 3/8 inside diameter, and I'm guessing it's about let's see, 1/2 inch outside. There's some other stuff that's made that's a little thicker wall that I try to keep away from that heavier wall, just because it's easier to maneuver this around. Alright, a little bit of form. Push that little tab down. Push that down. Okay. Let's see if I can find the... No, that's that. Not sure I can get this in with you guys there. I really need to get some of that gooey stuff to stick that hose back in place. Good thing I just kind of wadded it up and stuck it on the concrete out there. That's good enough to put the, all I need to do is have there long enough to put this on. Well, I got to take this window trim off. The rubber gasket stuff, whatever you call it. Alright. I don't know how in the world this stuff gets up in there. It seems like it comes off a lot easier. Sorry if you hear a bunch of screaming kids. They're my neighbors. Well, I gotta get it back in there farther. There we go. There. And put the gasket stuff back on. Oh my. Okay. Never goes on as easy while you're trying to do it on camera. Of course, one-handed it's not very fun. Alright. Well, I'm going to pause, turn it off. I'm going to open up the sunroof, get some water, and we'll test these drains. Alright, I'm going to get some water in this jug here, and I'm going to throw it down and see what we get. Coming out nicely. Some should have came over here. Yep, you can see it dripping. So that is a success. You can see I put some water down. The hole's right in that corner and then the opposite corner. Well, that's all the fun I have for you today. Hope that helps somebody, because the only other video I saw, in order to get that hose, you gotta take this off, take this rubber piece off. But in order to get this rubber piece off, you gotta get up there and take a bracket that's holding this on. And I wasn't about to do that. And I know some people have cut this, and I'm not sure if you can even access it once you cut it. So I just did it that way. And it's got the long hose comes from outside all the way up to the pillar. Then that way, if I ever have an issue again, the connection's at the pillar. I can just take it off and get to it. And you can see I've got my passenger seat out from all that water leaking in. That little thing would, I don't know if I can show you or not. It would leak, and it's still wet back here. It would leak, and it would find this leak all the way up there, travel down this little groove where the sealant is, all the way back, and fill up the rear. Sorry, you're getting probably a little dizzy upside down there. But then come all the way back to the rear seat and fill that up. Where I should say not the rear seat, where your feet would sit in the rear. So if you have that issue, you may want to look up front for the leaky trail, and you can check that real easy just by pulling the carpet up and then looking down there in that very corner if it's all wet. And mine had leaked long enough. I don't know, can you see it? There's like a little white residue right there in front of my finger. Got a little white residue where the water was coming across. And I'm gonna, oh my goodness, sorry, the kids next door. Oops, so I'm gonna close the sunroof. And the other issue I had is when this was closing, this wasn't flush with the, my hand's in the way. This roof, the glass of the sunroof was not in line with the frame of the car. So what I ended up doing is loosening this screw here, pushing that up, and then tightening that up on both sides. It's not awesome, but it's a lot better than it was. So, and a little kid was just looking at me all crazy because I was talking to my camera. So that's it, folks. I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.